I wasn't going to come on tonight. Well, my friends. Well. Welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Also, check me out my other platforms, my Telegram, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. So yeah, it's been a long day. So bear with me, my friends. It's been a day. My brain is, yeah. Sorry. I need some water in my glass container. Best investment. How much? I think it was $10. Best $10. There we go. Actually, I'll be back. Hold on. Sorry, I gotta kind of got. Actually, I wanted to put this in my water. What's up, Keith? What's going on, sir? I'm gonna put some of this in there. I don't know, something said 8. I'm gonna put 8 in it. What's going on, Keith? I was gonna dissolve it under my tongue, but I was like, how about we don't? How about if I just put in my water? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in my water. I don't know, I feel like I'm getting a cold, so this thing is pretty good. I like this stuff. And I don't know what it's called, so I don't know. But it's from France. It's a homeopathic medicine. It's for flu-like symptoms. Let me tell you, it works. It works. So, do you guys hear all the craziness that's going on in the world today? I think you are. Oh no. New York City's losing their minds. Who else is losing their minds? Protesters are losing their minds. Who else is losing their minds? You know, if nobody hasn't got it yet, it's all distractions because they're ready for 2030. And you know, as people are so distracted, they're passing bills left and right. So you could be slaves to the government. That part. So as you guys protest about nonsense, really, because a lot of people don't read the Constitution, but that's no here nor there. Yeah. You know, one thing is, if we do become a communist state, which upstate New York won't be, but if New York City becomes a communist, democratic, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just say it's not gonna look pretty. You guys are gonna look just like Venezuela. Look, I'll be fine. All right? I live in the country. And we're all rednecks over here. So try to play that shit over here. That's all I'm going to say. Try and play that shit over here. Because, yeah. Yeah, New York City is a shithole. I'm glad I left 20 years ago. Because I called my brother I called my brother the other day. And he told me that in Queens, because he lives in Queens, He lives where the Italians and the Polish are. So let's just say that ain't gonna fly in that neighborhood. So, because I called him because I was worried. I was like, hey, what's going on over there? Because I know I'm good. You know, I live in upstate New York, so I'm good. So, but he lives in New York City, but he lives in Queens, and Queens is not crazy at the moment. So, I don't even think Queens will let that even happen. So, yeah, Manhattan looks like a shithole, and Brooklyn, I left Brooklyn 23 years ago. 23 years ago. PS 116. I went to PS 116. So, yeah, that part. PS 92. Yeah, all those, you know, there, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. If I was you, I would just focus on what you want, what you need. We're going to have this new moon. I don't know where it's going to land, but if I was you, I'd write your petitions down. Also, full moons are great to release. So write everything down that you don't want, especially people. You know what I mean? Just, hey, it works. I'm telling you, it works. So if you write everything down on a full moon that you don't want, because remember, full moons are to release, right? Release people, places, and things, habits, patterns. I do it every full moon, especially people. Someone's showing off, but that's not here nor there. Everybody has their race cars out today. I was seeing like 5 Thunderbirds, literally all in a row. I'm like, what? Is there somewhere that I would like to go? Where are you guys going? So yeah, everybody has their nice cars out. They're expensive cars. I think I seen a Ferrari. I seen a few Ferraris today. Yeah, everybody's coming out with their nice cars. I seen a really nice yellow one. It was gorgeous. It was really, really nice. I really like the color. I really did. My son's home. Yeah. What do you think? Where's my car? Yeah? Because you're blind. It's my son. He just got home. You're blind, sir. You're blind. Oh, it was his friend. I thought. I don't know. His friend has a BMW, but I don't know. He's 19 years old. I'm telling you, this kid is. He was a foster kid too, so he makes some good money. He's a good kid. He's my son's age. So but to tell you the truth, for a 19-year-old, he has like 3 cars. Like, he's doing really good for himself. I'm pretty proud of him. I kind of like the kids that he's starting to hang out with. People that actually have ambition and have things going for themselves. That part. Because what 19-year-old has like a good job? I have many. So yeah, avoid distractions, my friends. Avoid distractions. You did? How did that work out? How did that work out, sir? So someone asked me, they were like, "Oh, you like the Chicago Bulls?" I said, "Yeah, I used to like the Chicago Bulls." They're like, "Yeah, remember when Michael Jordan played in the Chicago Bulls?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Remember when he did that 3-pointer? Like when he was in the like literally on the other side of the fucking court." And I remember I was a kid because I loved the Bulls when I was a kid. I loved Chicago Bulls. So I remember when Michael Jordan hit the 3-pointer. He was literally on the other side of the court when he threw it and he dunked it in. I was like, dude, I was a kid and I was like, yeah. What do I do for a living? I work in the mental health field. I work for the government. I work in the courts. I work for immigration. I work for many places. I'm a jack of all trades. You know what I mean? I have many hats. And I do videos. on YouTube. That's what I do. I make my own videos. I don't have an editor. And I'm a mom of 3 boys. And that's a full-time job. That part. And I homeschool. I homeschool my kids. So, yeah. Yeah. And a spiritual gangster. Yeah. That part. Yeah, so I'm a lot of things. Just not a whore. That part. So, no, I don't have OnlyFans. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Fuckbook. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have any of them. None. And I like it that way. So yeah. So this is what we're doing in homeschooling. Okay. Homeschooling. See? See? So this is what I did when I came home. Printed out a whole bunch of worksheets. That's what I did. See? So yeah. I'm a busy lady. That part. Also, I am a Reiki master practitioner, also integrated energy therapy master practitioner as well. So, like I said, I got many hats. Many hats. Excuse me. What is my role? I'm an advocate. I advocate for people that get abused, especially little kids. That part. So I also work in the rape unit as well. Let's just say those ones are hard. So I do many things. Many things. And also I help on YouTube. I do free readings all the time. Only to the ones that God sends me to. I don't read for everybody. That part. And keep it, you know. I've helped a few people. I've helped Keith. Keith has his own channel now. Keith is doing really good. He has, I think, like what, almost 400 subscribers now. Diane has her own YouTube channel as well. She's my other mob. Who else? I've helped a lot of, and also I helped, his name is Nobody. Well, that's what he used to call himself. Not anymore. So now he is Starseed. And, he was in the dark arts and now he's in the light arts. So he converted from being a bad boy to a good boy. See? It works out. It works out. That's all I'm going to say. It works out. So, yeah. You had a rebrand? Why? What happened? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Oh, so I got my laptop running. It took me 2 days to clean because it's been sitting for a while. So I took my laptop, I cleaned it out. Now it's functioning. It's working faster now. Because let me tell you, for not being on for almost 2 years, that part. Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. I've been staying away from the internet, to be honest. I've been staying away from my phone. Like Saturday and Sunday, I didn't really use my phone. I've been staying away from, because look at all the nonsense. Like, seriously, all the nonsense. I just don't want to be in that. Ugh. I don't want to feel that energy. I already feel it in the collective. And let me tell you, everybody's losing their shit. I'm good. Just keep me in the country where I belong. Where I don't see no one. I don't hear no one. I come to my woman cave. Where I belong. Nobody bothers me, and I don't bother no one. That part. Yeah, nobody bothers me, and I bother no one. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try those tonight. I don't know. Yeah, just stay to yourselves. Just stay focused. Stay away from distractions. And also, focus on yourself. That part. You know, my son said today, my little guy, he's like, Mom, why does everybody stare at me? Well, stare at us. I said, because your lights are bright and their light is not. And I'm not, there's no shade, but a lot of people are not self-aware. Hey, look, all this happened. My awakening happened August 21st of 2017. And my life has not been the same since. As I said, that 1644. It hasn't been the same. At all. Hasn't. Well, my thing was focusing on my spirituality. I just wanted to rank real high in my spirituality. I wasn't worried about people. I was just focusing on myself. And I wanted to raise to a state of higher consciousness. That's why I can't talk to people. I just can't do it. Once you get to a state of consciousness, to the state where I worked myself to, it's hard to talk to other people. It's hard to even mingle with other people, especially their energies. That's why I like when I come home, because I just have all the trees. I have my 20 acres of land, and I have a creek where I could sit and mind my business and let my kids swim. See? That's what I manifested. And I got everything I wanted. The only thing is I don't have a relationship. And guess what? I don't want one. That part. I don't want a relationship. Relationships just hinder your growth. That part. Yeah. That part. Oh, my life flipped when their dad died. That's when it all started. Actually, that's when it all started, when their dad died. That's where it all started. And that was back in 2016. Yeah, my life has never been the same since 2016. Since I closed that casket, I have not been the same. That part. My life has not been the same. I have, let's say I have on my spiritual group, like my spiritual friends, I have Keith and Starseed and my spiritual mom. Those are the three I have on my soul, like on my soul tribe. And then I have my kids' teacher. She's a Christian. And so, and they're all adults. I don't have anybody my age that is my friend. I just can't talk to people like, I like talking to older people. I like to get my mind going. That part. That part. Misfits. Misfits unite. Yeah, that part. Yes, I'm under 44. And we're keeping it that way for a while. Uh, yeah, I can't deal with younger people. I can't deal with people even my age. Because it's like, I can't. Just can't. Just can't. Just can't. And plus, I was raised by an older person, so, you know what I mean? I was raised by, she's 85, 86 now, around there. She was born in 1941. That's all I'm going to say. She was born in the Depression days. My foster mom. So I was raised by an older person, so it's a different experience. Yeah, my foster mom is in her late 80s. She's a Virgo. She was born September 13, 1941. So she's a September Virgo. I'm a August Virgo. Yeah, we didn't mesh too well. 21, 22 I said that. We didn't mesh too well. Just like my husband, he was September 3rd. We meshed, but our numbers didn't. Our numerology did not. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't even know. Hey, all I know is I was meant to have his children. I'm glad I had his children. We're ancient. We're old. We're ancient old. We're ancient old. Math ain't math. I know my bloodline is really old. Mine is from the Lemurian bloodline. Because I know. I don't know, since I was a little kid, I've always was attracted to the Lemurian time, like the Lemurian time. I don't know why. So I figured once I was like doing like a lot of like introspection, I was like, interesting. So I'm part of the Lemurian bloodline. It's a very ancient bloodline. Yeah. They don't make us like us anymore. That part. You can't make us twice. That part. Just like you couldn't make Michael Jordan twice. Wait, hold on. Maybe. Because remember, when you sell your soul, you become a clone. That part. So. Yeah. That's no here nor there, though. That's no here nor there. Oh, you've been talking about shadow work? That's pretty interesting because I've been getting pulled to do shadow work. I don't know. I was probably going to do one. I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know if I'm really set to... Oh, it's 10:48. It's still early. But I have a 12-hour shift tomorrow, so probably not tonight. Maybe not tonight. I don't know. I just don't want to be in that energy. I just don't. The energy's been a little funky anyways, because we're still in Scorpio. So, yeah, that part. Everybody's in their emotions. From past stuff. Especially relationships. I don't know. Relationships has been coming up a lot. 244 as I said. 2441 as I said that. Like for me, it's been past relationships. Well, 2. Only 2. My twins and my spiritual soulmate. Yeah. Yeah, that one. Those two. Those have been coming up in my energy lately. And I'm like, yeah, no. Pass. Pass. I'm over both of you. How about that? I'm over both of you. Look, that's why I said Eve is going to stay single and single is going to be. And she ain't ready to mingle either. Because I ain't fucking touching nobody. And nobody is touching me. Look, the world is crazy right now. Don't let any person touch you. Everybody's like jabbed up. And everybody's sleeping with everybody. It's fucking nasty. Yeah, I was going to take these ones out. And these ones. I don't know. Keith, man, you're giving me the urge to pull some cards. Yeah, so guys, keep your stuff in your. You don't want people taking your energy and using it for themselves. You don't want to do that. Because remember, energy is everything. I remember I told somebody, I told my soulmate, I was like, look, my energy is expensive. That part. I worked way too hard for my energy to just let anybody come in my energy. Yeah. Especially the girls that he messes. Oh. Look, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Especially all the girls that he messed around with on OnlyFans and Instagram. It's like, it's kind of like Monopoly. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. That's exactly what that is. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. That part. That's a good one. I wouldn't even touch my twin either. You know how many nasty chicks he messed with? Especially his baby mama. She's dirty. She's nasty. She ran through the whole town. And yeah. She's been through the whole New York State. Let's just put it that way. You know what? She's a Virgo just like me. She was born the same day as me, but she was born in 1990. And her life path numbers are 8, so she's a whore. Yeah. Her. That's your YouTube answer fee. That was a good one. That was a good one. And don't eat He said don't eat. I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. Oh shit. I don't know. Guys, that part. Oh shit. That part. Yeah, I don't want anybody from my past. Look, just leave me alone. Look, I've had options from chicks to dudes. I don't like chicks. I don't fly that way. Never will and never would. Look, I have my own cake. I don't want to eat someone else's cake. That part. And trust me, these chicks are hot. Ugh. Just thinking of, so gross. Exactly, they're an X for a reason. I'm gonna keep it that way. You're gonna keep it that way. Look, I like my freedom. I like my money. And, yeah. I like my freedom and I like my money. I got the best of all worlds right now. I got my own place. Nobody tells me what I can and cannot do. That part. And come home whenever fucking time I come home. And not get bit, like, get the fuck out of here. Look, I've been on my own for mostly all my life. Well, me and their dad, we were together, we lived together, but we also had our own place. When I had kids, because of his drinking and his drug habits, I got my own place. Sayonara. You stay there and I stay here. I'm the sober one, you're the whatever, so you stay over there and I'll see you when you want to see me. We were still together. I didn't cheat on him. He had his own place and I had my own place. That's how it worked. He stayed over and I stayed over. So yeah, but it mostly would be my house because everything was at my house. And plus he used to come for dinner, so. Oh. I was gonna say something. He was gonna come for dinner. Yeah, he came for dinner, alright. That's for sure. You know, it's so crazy. Look at this card. Look at this card. Which is interesting because we've been talking about sitting with yourself, right? Sitting with your shadows. So it says, Spirit Awakening, sit with your shadows. It's the way to enlightenment. That part. I did it for 3 years. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. Actually, longer than 3 years. Like I said, I've been on my spiritual path for... Technically, okay, my son's 11 years old, so I started 11 years ago. But I didn't start my awakening until, like I said, August 21st of 2017. That part. And it says intuition and spirituality. Yeah, that's you heighten your all senses. You know when you sit with yourself for like an hour or 2 hours? Like, it's the best feeling in the world. Literally, like this. But it takes practice. Like literally, gradually I had to do, 5 minutes. I did that for a while, and then I did 20 minutes, and then I did that for a little bit, and then I did an hour, and then I did that for a while, and then I did an hour and a half, and then I did that for a while. I got up to 2 hours, I think, a few times. Because it would take up most of my day. So. But I would do it when my kids were sleeping. That part. Wow, look at this. Facing inner demons. We were talking about this. Look at this. Look at it. Sit with yourself. You'll be alright. It says, don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. Transform and integrate. Yeah. It's integrating your shadows. Understanding yourself. Understanding your shadows. Wow, look at this. Journey inwards. Look, can't make this shit up. Like, literally, I split the deck. Split. You see me shuffle too, so I was just picking out. It's kind of like fucking doing Houdini, you know what I'm saying? Like just popping them out of a fucking hat. But instead of a hat, it was cards. So journey inwards, yeah, going inwards. Understanding yourself, your shadows, your light. Following your own path, the journey to enlightenment. Well, it's called Angels of Enlightenment for a reason. So it says, the path to enlightenment starts within you. Introspection and growth. That part. Yeah, so we're gonna do shadow work. I think we're gonna use this deck too. What is that? Yeah. Keith, that still has me about the fee. About the application fee for dating. Yeah, that shit is hilarious. I should post that. I should say $80 billion application. Like I won't get not even one. And you know what? I'll be alright with that too. I'll be just a-okay. Like I said, I've been by myself for so long, I don't care. Like look, I make myself laugh. I'm my own comedian. I cook for myself. I clean my house is always clean. The only time it's dirty is when the boys make a mess. Like I don't have a child that I have to look over or give my money to because something supposedly happened. I don't know. That part. It's your YouTube channel fee. That part. Yeah, we should be. Why you think you're like the what is it called? Something stone. Remember when the boy? It was a 1970s movie. Um, Remember the boy had the sword in the stone, and he was chosen. He had to take the stone. He had to get the sword out the stone. What was it? Put it in the comments. I don't know. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, good. Yes, Philosopher's Stone. Yes, the Philosopher's Stone. It's kind of like life too, like because a lot of us that are on the spiritual path, it's kind of like being in the Philosopher's Stone, literally, pulling the fucking sword out of the stone. Not King Arthur, but the new movie. Yeah, that part. That part. Actually, I want to take my books out. I haven't took my books out in a while. I haven't took my alchemy books out. My Prudhoe, Prudhoe, Prudhoe. Is it? My Agrippas. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm back. Le Bebop. Le Bebop. Le Bebop. Okay. So, I have I have the Agrippa. I have all three courses. I have all three books. So, I also use it. I use this book with. Show you this book. So, I use that with this. My book. Sorry, my book had it like a thing and I don't like it. Alright, and so I used that with this. This is Aramaic. Okay? So if you guys didn't know, Jesus spoke Aramaic, not Roman Greek. So, the New King James Version is Roman Greek. So it's been redacted many times, that part. So you get the actual book, which is the Aramaic, because remember, Jesus spoke Aramaic. See? Aramaic. Jesus did not speak Roman. Okay? He didn't speak Hebrew either. Hebrew, Aramaics, like, it's kind of like saying, like, Pakistan's or could look. And then I got the book that goes with that. And the gentleman that actually wrote this book was... Because remember, Jesus was gospel. George M. Limsa. So, George is actually from Jerusalem. He's the last one that spoke Aramaic. So, as I said, Jesus spoke Aramaic. He did not speak Roman. That part. So, yeah. So, if you really want to know the actual language of Jesus, it's Aramaic. Get your Aramaic Bible. And then get it with this book right here. See this book? It says, the key to the original gospel. Because remember, Jesus was gospel. He wasn't Christian. He was gospel. He preached the gospel. Alright. That part. So, yeah. So, I use these two books with this book. And let me tell you, it has some Bible passages on here, too. It does. And it has a lot of... Okay, so it says... Genesis 6:15. Similar illustrations to the ones of this chapter can be found in Troy, whatever, but without the astrological and occult symbols. So look, Genesis 6:15. See, totally has Bible verses in here. It says, man, because he is stretched towards it. That's what it says. That's what it says. Look. Genesis. See? Genesis 6:15. As I said, I got Bible verses in here. So, yeah. It's actually pretty interesting. Some things I found. It talks about the Egyptians, the Arabs, and the rays of the angels. So, you know, as we talk about as above, so below, right? As above, so below. Let me find the chart. Hear this. It says, I don't know, someone told me to read this. It says Matthew 3:1, Mark 1:4. Ezekiel began to prophesize. Remember, we're all prophets. 4441, as I said that. Not all of us. The only ones that were chosen to do. It says Joseph was from the Pharaoh. Genesis 41:46. Wow. Yeah, Roman was Latin. Yeah. It says time of the over the earth, Genesis 7:13. The children of Israel for 40 years, Numbers 14:33. Destruction of ninth, fourth, 40th day, Jonah 3:4. It talks about the destruction. Exodus, 1 Kings, Matthew. Wow, hey, hold on, we're about to read some. I found something interesting. So it says numbers above 12. Their powers and virtues. Oh, I can't tell you about that. Sorry, guys. Something you can't know. Remember when I tell you guys that numbers are everything? Yes, numbers are everything. I don't know. I want to say this chapter. Hold on. Something's really interesting in here, and I want to read it. So we're going to bookmark it. We're going to ghetto it. All right. Where is that? Okay. So the scale of 2, right? You know, you have the masculine and feminine energies, right? Well, look at this. Look at this. You see? What I see. Do you see what I see? You see what I see. So we have the archetype in the internal world, the celestial world, the elemental world, in the lesser world, and in the inferior world. So the inferior world and the lesser world is all bottom chakras. Okay? So La El, the name of the god in 2 letters. Look at that. Interesting things. So it says, in the intellectual world, angel soul, 2 intellect substances. In the celestial world, the sun, the moon. Remember, you have the sun and the moon. You need the sun and the moon, right? Look, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just messaging. And then it says 2 great lumineers. In the eternal world is earth, water, 2 elements that produce a living soul. That part. And then it says in the lesser world, the heart, the brain, 2 principal seats of the soul. In the inferior world, weeping, gashing of teeth, 2 things that Christ threatens to the demand. So Bathmoth and Leviathan, 2 leaders of demons. Remember, we all have light and dark. So this is understanding yourself. You see? It all has to do with math. It has to do with science. It has to do with the Bible. It has to do with astrology. It has to do with numerology. It all combines together. See? It all combines together. So 2 is yourself. Female, masculine, light, dark. That part. Okay. I wanted to show you something, though. Where is it? I think it's in my other book. So the scale of 1 is the archetype world, the yod. That's your destiny, okay? 1 divine essence, the source of all virtue and power, whose name is expressed in the most simple letters. In the eternal world, the world soul. Okay, your soul, meaning you. Okay. The supreme intelligence, the first creation, the source of lives. That part. So it says, in the heavenly world, the sun, the king of the stars, the source of light. In the internal world, the philosopher's stone. We were just talking about that. Look. Right here. Philosopher's stone. Right here. In the internal world, the philosopher's stone. That part. So the foundation instrument of all natural and supernatural virtues. So that's the physical and the spiritual. That's the physical body, but also the spirit. Because remember, you can't function without a spirit. But remember, we have a lot of MPs out there, so we have soulless people out there. And then it says, the last world, the heart, the first living and last dying. That is true. And the infernal world is Lucifer, the one prince of the rebellion of angels and darkness. That's what Lucifer is. So this is the scales of the soul. Yeah. See, it's always good to know things. Oh no. I'm a weirdo. And I wouldn't change my weirdness for anyone. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Alright, let me see. Wow, Julius Caesar is in here. Alexander. This book was made in 1533. 1533. Remember when Alexander and Julius Caesar were in power? So Hans, a magician who is an expert in natural psychology and mathematics, and who understands the middle science arising from each of these, naming music, geometry, astronomy, and which weighs, measures, and portions are limbs and joints of science. Would also recognize the mechanical arts coming from those. We should it seem wonderful if to suppress over other men and their talents in these arts. Interesting. Working with many wonders that prudent and acknowledgeable men greatly admire. Surely today are there not visible traces of ancient works. For example, the bones of Hercules and Alexander. The Caspian gates melted from bronze and bolted with iron beams that no talent or art can destroy. There are also the pyramid of Julius Caesar near the Vatican. Mountains built in the middle of the sea. The mounds and mosses of stones of which I have seen myself. If you guys want, you guys could order the book. It's expensive. So it says, on the necessary of the discipline of mathematics and its many wonderful operations which only the arts of mathematics can perform. Like I said, everything is math. But I wanted to show you the scale of the body. I don't know if I can find, I don't think it's in this one. See? Remember what I said, numbers are everything? Numbers are everything. Numbers are everything. Yeah, that part. Yeah, we have to go get some coffee, sir. Excuse me. Alright, guys. It's getting late. I want to get to bed. I had a long day. See right here, it says, which numbers are scaled to which gods and which are appointed to the elements? I can't tell you too much of it. I was told not to. Because these are, if you get to the state of consciousness to where, and he's a Virgo. So the guy that wrote this, he's a Virgo. I did research on him. The Agrippa, he's a Virgo. And a lot of Virgos are philosophers. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know. I was always intrigued by Eric Purdue. And I got this for my birthday 5 years ago. And it's just, I pick it up and then I put it down. I pick it up and then I put it down. Then I pick it up and then I put it down. So, yeah, so these are the 3 books. So this, and this. Those. That part. Well, guys, I'm out of here. I just wanted to ramble. See what you guys are doing. See what is up. And, I'm going to take a hot shower. And, get to bed. Yeah, that part. I don't know, I got this perfume the other day at TJ Maxx. It's a hair perfume. And let me tell you, this smells really good. And I also got some stuff for my hair. Because my hair was looking crazy. But look at that. It looks good. It looks good. No, and I don't have hair extensions. These are actually, look. I can pull my hair. This is actually my hair. You see? No hair extensions at all. It's all real, my friends. It's all real. It's real hair. Alright, guys. I'm out of here. You guys have a great evening. And I will have a great evening myself. That part. So, I don't know. I'll catch you guys soon. I don't know. I'll be back tomorrow. I should have did a reading, but I don't know. I wasn't really up for it. My energy wasn't like in it. And I didn't want to pick up crazy shit from whatever's going on. I don't even want to be bothered right now. No, really. Well, my friends, I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys soon. I guess I don't know when I'll be on. I have a long day tomorrow. So God bless you all, and have a great Wednesday. Yeah, it's gonna be Wednesday, right? It's gonna be Wednesday. It's gonna be Wednesday all day, my friends, all day. All right, I will catch you guys probably tomorrow. And we have this new moon coming up. I think next week. This week, next week. I don't know. Yeah, I think next week or something. I don't know. It's some week. So yeah, remember to write. Well, we still are in the full moon, so write everything down you don't want, especially people. Like, that's what I did. I let go of people, places, and things. I don't want nothing to do with people that are not elevating me spiritually. That part. And that's a wrap. We'll catch you soon. Bye.